Hey, hi Sissy. We're in your basement now, and I decided that we should camera scope your drain line because we had some previous problems with it. So this is a special fiber optic camera I rented, so we can examine your pipe and see exactly if you have any mechanical issues or not. So we're going to start here. That's me.
Hello.
That's Max. Nice shirt, Max. Maxwell Plumbing. Can I see your shirt? There we go. Say bye, Max.
Bye.
The camera's going in. So the camera's going to go into your cleanout, which is located right here behind your dryer. We just jetted it with 3,000 psi, about 60 feet. I figure 60 feet got us well into the sewer line of the house. Realistically, that line that's an issue is probably only 20 feet, but we just went 3 times more. So we jetted it twice with 3,000 psi. So we're going to go in your cleanout with this camera here. So we're inside your cleanout, probably just about maybe 10 centimeters, about 6 or 7 inches. So I'm going to just take off the company logo and take off the time, so give us a clearer screen. So take off the company logo and time. Are they both off, Max?
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to leave the counter on the bottom right-hand corner. That tells you how much camera is actually inserted. It's 0 inches now. That tells me that the camera hasn't started moving yet. So we're going to go in. The optic fiber camera has a sensor that knows how much it moves. So we're going to go in about a foot. Now the reason why I'm leaving the water running, the water gives you a good sense of orientation, which way the camera's up and down. We know water is always on the bottom of the pipe. So as long as we know water is on the bottom of the pipe, the opposite side means it's the top of the pipe. So that water is coming from your kitchen tap. I had Max turn the kitchen tap on slow. So we're going in. As you can see already, we've gone in about 1.5 feet almost. And that pipe, all that scale you see, is just the cast iron that's been corroded over the last probably 6 or 7 decades. We tried to jet it, and the jetting probably took off as much as it could between the scale. So all that scale originally carried all that grease, which slowed the flow down. And so we're going to proceed and push the camera in. So all that scale we see, again, it's just the corrosion of steel coming off your pipe. So the counter in the bottom, as you can see, is 3 feet. We're in 3 feet. The water's at the top. Now if the water's at 12 o'clock, the bottom of the pipe is actually 6 o'clock. So right now the cameras, I have pushed it upside down. It will probably unravel itself and go back up the other way around later on. So let's go in. So we can see that the pipe is down to steel. So the jetter's got it as clean as could go. Using a jetter is good. It's better than using the mechanical auger. The jetter actually cuts into that scale and pushes it down the sewer line. So we're gone about 5 feet, 6 feet. See that water? Again, the water's at 1 o'clock, so the bottom of the pipe is at 7 o'clock. So the water, again, gives us orientation which way the camera's facing. At 8 feet now, 9 feet, 10 feet. So the water, again, the water's at 2 o'clock. 11 feet. Well, so we can see that pipe is, it's going to carry water, but I have a feeling what we need to do every year is to jet it. If we jet it, we'll get out all the grease that can get embedded in all that steel that's sticking out. The only way you can actually fix that pipe is to dig the house up and change that pipe, which is something we probably don't want to do unless we have to. But right now, if it hasn't collapsed, we should perhaps maybe leave it alone and jet it every year, prevent those floods that we get. Mind you, I didn't put the camera in before we jetted because the camera would just be full of black grease. I probably wouldn't get more than 4 feet the camera lens be blocked off. So jetting it first is always the best way. So which we did. So how many feet we got in, Max?
13 feet.
Okay. So we just made a turn there at 14 feet. Yeah, that pipe looks like got bigger in size. We started off in an 1.5-inch pipe, went to 2-inch. That pipe could be 3-inch already, 3-inch cast iron. You can see the quality of the cast is getting better. You notice that the scaling is not so bad now at 16 feet. We're getting much less delamination on that cast iron. What's the foot count at, Max? What foot count are we at?
17 feet.
Okay. Let's keep on going and see what this pipe looks like at the end. See, so far there's no blockages, no collapse pipe. You know something here changing? Is there some? Yeah, somewhere at 22 feet. At 22 feet, this pipe is changing. You notice that crack in the bottom? See the water? If the water is at now 5 o'clock, there's a crack in the pipe at 9 o'clock. Let's back it up and take a look. Is that a crack we saw there at first? Let's go find that crack again. Did you notice a crack there, Max?
No.
See that crack right there?
Oh yeah.
See that? Yeah, that could be clay. I think that's definitely clay pipe. Yeah, because steel pipe doesn't crack like that. Plastic may crack like that, but I don't think we have plastic in the house this age. See that crack there, Max? The water's at 5 o'clock. So what o'clock are we at here at the crack? 9. Oh, yeah. Oops, sorry. Open the cover a bit. So the crack's at 9 o'clock. There's nothing to worry about here. The crack of the pipe won't cause any problems with flooding. So let's keep going. So at 22 feet 5 inches, we got a slight crack in the clay there. Pipe here. What's up there? Yeah. See, that's a joint of a pipe. That's a hub and spigot. So that's a pipe that overlaps the pipe. So that's where the pipe joins at 23 feet. See, we're in pretty decent pipe now. We're in pretty clean pipe here. The jetting went way beyond this. The jetting we jetted actually a little over 60 feet. See that little piece of material hanging there? Ahead of 27 feet? That looks like a little root coming down. But it's not a big concern because it probably was more there, but the jet got rid of most of it. A little piece is no concern there. So, notice the camera's backed up more or less correct, right? Because the water's at the bottom. Here comes something coming up towards 29 feet. There's a tiny bit of root there. I think every year if we jet it, we'll just knock it out. I've seen worse than this. This isn't so bad. A little bit of root hanging on the top there at 29 feet. See that root there? There's a bit of root there. The water's at 5 o'clock, so there's a root at 9 o'clock. Got rid of some of that root there. So it looks like maybe for us we could use a jet every year to get rid of those roots. There's probably was a lot more before we jetted. So this pipe is going good. The bit of water on the bottom is from the kitchen again. So we're getting to some pretty nice pipe here. Good clean, downward sloping pipe. We're at 37 feet. Let's go all the way here. Keep going. Let's see how much we get here. We're at 40 feet now. Feet. Give me a count at every even number to next.
44.
We're stuck a little bit here. Let me give it a little push. There we go.
46.
Give the units, tell them it's feet. Give them meters. Because we're not using meters. We can switch meters, but we don't have to. Oh, a bit of root there. See that?
48 feet.
So that's 47 feet, 40 coming up. We know that root is ahead of us, so the root could be at 48. A bit of root right there. So root is at 48 feet. No concern there, just a little bit. 49.
50 feet.
50 feet. Oh, the camera's tilted. Did you notice the camera's tilting a little bit? What time is that? Is it at what time is it actually water?
9.
So we know the top of the pipe is what time?
That side?
Yeah.
4?
Well, what's opposite of 9?
4.
3 o'clock, right?
3.
3 o'clock is the top of the pipe now. What's coming up here? Uh-oh, what's that? See that coming up? What's that look like? Come back 55 feet. There's a bit of root there. Yeah, it's just a bit of root there. Coming ahead of 55 feet. See that, Max? That root there? So this is a sewer line now. This is 4-inch line for sure. This 4-inch line is what they use this material for. See that crack there? See that crack in the bottom? See that crack in the bottom? The water is at 9 o'clock. So the crack in the pipe is at 3 o'clock, or 3 o'clock of the water. So it's on the right hand side of the pipe. So is that crack? Well, it hasn't caved in, so I don't think we should worry about that too much. It's still has integrity there. Uh-oh. What's that coming up here? What's that? That top there, see. There's a separation there of some sort, eh? See that? What is that? The pipe has a bit of separation there at 60 feet, but I'm not concerned. It's not too bad. Water's still going. Is that a Y on my side there? So that means if the water is at the bottom, on top there is a Y. What that Y means is water will tie into there, so water will dump in from another pipe. So this white stuff you see is the primer on plastic PVC glue. So at 60 feet, we've gone to plastic pipe now. So this sewer line is plastic now. See that white PVC there? Yeah, the reason why you see all those white spots on the bottom there and all around, the jetter descaled that inside and shot it down the sewer line. It's 59 feet, 60 feet, 62. We're still doing good at 62. 67. That's all nice PVC pipe. That's primary. Purple primer. 68 feet. 70. 72. 73. 74. 76. Let's see that. There's a tiny bit of root. Either it looks like a cobweb, eh? Or yeah, that's a cobweb for sure. 77 feet. 82 feet. 84, 85. We're in there now. We're still on the property here. 90. Yeah, this pipe is in pretty good shape. Coming up here, it's all plastic pipe. 78. So we're out 100 feet now. We're out 106 feet now. We're out at 110 feet. So that water coming down is coming from the top. So what that means is basically someone's using water at 115 feet from here. That's quite far away. So the only thing I can think of is someone's using water upstairs. Perhaps it's joined at 115 feet from where I am, so it's quite far. So let's keep going, see how the rest of the shape of the pipe looks like. here. Okay, looks like we're going back to cast iron pipe now. At 118 feet, it's gone back to cast iron pipe. Whoa, what's that? At 120 feet, there's something there. What is that? The camera's like that because we're underwater now. So how far was that? Let's go back a little bit and take a look here. Something's there at 119 feet. It's far in there. What's going on there? Can we punch beyond that? It's a big nest there or something. Big nest of something there. Whatever that is. Yeah, what that is a... See that root there? There's a root there at 122 feet. There's a root. Yeah, the only way we could get rid of that is go to the main cleanout of the house and blast it out with a jetter or the auger. We'll come back and take a look at that. We'll just go just beyond that. Now we're back to good pipe again. Uh-oh, what's that coming up here? 127 feet? 128 feet. You see that? We're kind of underwater a bit here. That's why the water looks so murky. That's fine. The camera's sitting on the floor of the pipe here. I couldn't lift the camera up because the hole we began with is too small. We have lifting devices in the truck with it, but that, I have something stuck in the camera head now. Well, our camera's, there we go, cleared the camera a little bit there. 131 feet. A little bit of root there. What's that there? feet. Junk sitting on the cap there. Let's see what we got here. 140 feet. I mean, we're in the yard right now. 140 feet. We've got to be in the yard. See that stuff on the top there? Those are cobwebs at 142 feet. The cobwebs usually not a problem with water flow. Well, what's that? Bit of roots are 145 feet. Bit of roots are 148 feet. Water still flowing. We're going fast downhill here. We're going downhill here. 157 feet. Well, it's 158 feet. These roots are starting at where they start. You see, it starts off at left and right there. So the root's growing, and it's gonna hang on that pipe there, right? Water still flowing. It's not really blocking your water so much. See, it's just some root, but it's not a heck of a lot. Let's get rid of that root though. A bit of root coming up at 163 feet. I I mean, we're way out there in your street now. I think we're under your lawn probably. Come out 165 feet, and then we're a little more root. Whoa, that's a pretty big chunk there. All that stuff hanging there is probably the grease that's dangling off the roots there. So as the water is just sneaking underneath that root at 166 feet. Let's just past that, keep going. That's what else we're looking at. A bit more root at 169 feet. That's 5 feet. What's that here? Just a little bit of stuff sitting in the bottom there. Now, here's my glove, Max. Can you give me my glove, please? I can't. The wire's been hard to push.
Here you go.
Okay, thank you.
Got it?
Okay, 979 feet. Now, there's a few things in the sewer line that we got to deal with here. Still works, still, but yeah, root there sitting at 180. What else we got coming up here? 184 feet. Ooh, we started going downhill, aren't we? What is that? What was that? Yeah, a bit of stuff hanging. One of our roots hanging at 89 feet. 189 feet. Let's pass that. Let's get that guy past that. Oh, we're in. See that? Want to see something, Max?
Yeah, sure.
At 190 feet, you know something's happening here? Watch this. See? It's gone to some huge pipe, you know how it's going 90 degrees?
Yeah.
We could be in the city system. The city sewer 190 feet. Let's take a look. See that? See that? That's a. We could be staring on top of a huge culvert, a huge pipe in the city at 191 feet. See, I'll show you. I'll back it up a little bit here. See? See that?
Yeah.
Let's see if it's true or not. We could see the pipe better, but the pipe hole we got was too small. I have this thing called pipe risers, but I can't put it onto such a small hole. I gotta go to the main cleanup to use this camera. See that?
Mhm.
This maxes out at 200 feet. Well, wait, 200 feet, really? Yep. So that's it. We max out the camera here at 194. I have to bring it back now on the camera. And the reason why I didn't get the whole 200 feet is we used the 6 feet to stand back from the machine to make room here to stand. So really, realistically, it is 200 feet in there. We just zeroed out 6 feet because we just couldn't stand in front of here.
Yes? Oh, yes. Thank you.
We're gonna start backing out the camera now. I'm just curious. What I want to see is that a certain section that we were at. Yeah, this part here. Right there. I think the city joins in at 190 feet from the lawns room in the back. That's where the water took a directional change there. Yeah. See, the water comes from the left there. So I think right now what we're going to do, we're going to end the video here. And brought to you by Maxwell Plumbing Heating, Helper Max and Roberto. And we'll log in the time here at 5:28. Max, can you shut the camera off, Max? The red button there? It's going to